Welcome to Chakra Dance. I'm Natalie Southgate. I'm the founder of Chakra Dance, which is a movement therapy modality to help people change their lives. And today I want to ask you, have you ever felt really anxious? You know that feeling, like it might be that you've got some event coming up where you've got to be really sociable, where you've got to step out of your comfort zone. We've got to do lots of maybe small talk that makes you feel, starting to feel a bit nervous. And as the day looms closer and closer, you start to feel that kind of anxious feeling stepping in, the sweaty palms, the racing hearts, the nausea. Just as it gets closer, there's this real anxiety, almost like a social anxiety that starts to creep in. It might be different. It might be that you look at your online banking, you see the number and you start to feel that panic of knowing what's still got to come out of your account, knowing how much is still coming in, and there's like literally almost like a panic that starts to kick in. You know, your heart is racing, your palms are sweaty, again, you're feeling sick. And look, it might not even be a trigger like that. It might be that you just wake up in the morning feeling like this racing feeling of how are you going to get through the day, all of this anxiety that comes in. Living with anxiety can be so debilitating because it really stops us living the lives, the natural lives that we're here to lead. You know, I went through a period of time where I used to get quite bad panic attacks. I don't know if you've ever had one of those, but you literally feel like you can't breathe. I used to have to get a brown paper bag to breathe into, and just to calm myself down. And since discovering the chakras, since working with the chakras, especially through Chakra Dance, what I've come to learn is that anxiety is directly connected to the base chakra. Okay, so the base chakra really is like our inner stability. It actually means root support in the ancient Sanskrit language, Muladhara. It actually means root support. So it is this sense of inner safety, of inner security, of inner support. It's like when this base chakra is healthy, we are really grounded and we're really able to stand on our own 2 feet. So that means that even when life throws things at us, because having healthy chakras doesn't mean life doesn't happen, like we're still going to have things happen. You might need to get a divorce, you might get terrible news like with a health condition. I've had that too. Okay, things might just come up for you, but rather than you just be taken down and rocked so heavily with anxiety, you're able to deal with it. Okay, you're literally able to stand on your own 2 feet and find a way to deal with it. This is what having a healthy base chakra is all about. If our base chakra becomes like we lose that connection, we lose that root support, okay, of course we get anxiety. If you think about a tree losing its roots, the first thing that happens is fear, and with fear we get anxiety. Okay, so it's really the anxiety is a symptom of something else, and really what this lack of this disconnection from the base comes from is not about now, actually. It's about things that have happened in the past. So it may be that through some time in your life you've had a shock, a major shock or a little shock even, but you haven't fully processed it and it's kind of taken away a bit of that root support. You may have had a trauma of some kind. It could have been a big trauma, a smaller trauma, but it's been unprocessed. There's feelings, there's memories, there's emotions attached there that haven't been processed and dealt with. So it's connecting into this base chakra and causing a disruption. And what you're experiencing with this is the symptom, which is the anxiety. Now, look, of course we need some tools to deal with the symptoms. One of the best ways I have found is actually to find things that bring you back into the present moment. Because if you think about it, anxiety is being triggered by something from the past. So the more you can be in the present, the better it is. So actually coming back into your senses is one of the best things that you can do. So you can do something like name 5 things that you can see. So maybe just look around and you might see a bird, you might see a blue sky, you might see a cloud, you might see a tree. Just name 5 things that you can see. Name 5 things that you can hear. You might need to listen out quite far. You might hear a siren in the background or a plane going over. Okay, you might hear the wind rustling, but listen to what are the sounds. You can actually work with the sense of smell. Okay, this is a really powerful one. Even if it means getting out your spice rack, and actually smelling the different herbs and spices, and really come into the sense of smell. That will bring you right back into the present. You can do the same with taste and touch and so on. But actually using your senses to come back into the now is a really good way of helping with the symptom, okay, of anxiety. Obviously, what we want to be doing is healing the cause so that the anxiety doesn't come in the first place. And this is what Chakra Dance is all about. As I said, it's a movement therapy modality. And what it's designed to do in a very safe and sacred way is go back in and start to heal the shock or the trauma or the blocked emotion or whatever it is that caused it. Look, it may even be generational. It may be that it's come through your family line. You hear people say, oh, our whole family gets anxiety, or our whole family gets back issues. All of these things are just passed down the line. There's actually an element of truth in that. We do take on a lot of the family tree, literally in our DNA, in our energy, but it doesn't mean we have to live with it, for the rest of our lives. We can be the ones that stop it here and stop passing it down to the next generation. This is a lot of what Chakra Dance is about. It's about healing what is blocking our system. So in this case, it's healing whatever is causing the block of that base chakra. And it's also then helping us to actually reconnect to the base chakra, to find that inner sense of security, to find that inner sense of support. I can't even begin to tell you, if you're living with this rockiness, life does feel unsafe, and that anxiety is always kind of running on a loop in the background. The more you're in your base chakra, the more you just feel stable. And as I said, things will happen, but you feel safe. And no one can take that away from you, okay? It's an inner stability. It's an inner safety, an inner support that lives within you. So I really recommend working with the base chakra and of course doing Chakra Dance, because we're working with the chakra, we're working with the energy system, we're working with the body, okay? We're working with the psyche, all together in this beautiful process that will help you re-anchor, reground, and then the anxiety simply falls away. I'm living proof of this. It falls away. So if you'd like to find out more about Chakra Dance, just go to chakradance.com. We have so many different journeys, okay? You might just want to, we've got a daily practice. You can do this for your home, do this at home for yourself. We've got facilitators all around the world who will guide you more deeply into this process and hold the space for you so that you can go even deeper. You can turn this into a career by doing our facilitator training. There's so many different levels of the journey, but maybe just check it out, see what feels right for you, and just start setting that intention at the very least of finding that inner support for you so that you don't have to live with this overwhelming, debilitating anxiety. Sending you many blessings.